Flirting Scholar.
Yes, the Flirting Scholar.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Geiger. Welcome to No Movies in Hell.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing The Flirting Scholar, a Stephen Chow movie.
An early Stephen Chow movie.
Yeah, from 1993. As part of the Sundays on Fire movie series that happens at Nitehawk Cinema, Prospect Park, every second Sunday of the month since this year. So they started this year, pitched this idea to have Sundays on Fire. So it's a mystery Hong Kong film, usually from I would have to say it's between the 80s, mid 80s or early 90s, that has never been shown in the US. And some of them are subtitled and others are dubbed, but they prefer subtitles. Before each film, or the month before each screening, they have a giveaway, and there's two giveaways. The giveaways are clues for the next film. So last time, I forgot, they give out DVDs. So they definitely gave out two DVDs that were Stephen Chow related. This time they just showed the film. Unfortunately, it didn't have the title, but we looked it up, found it out, and it is such.
I thought it was fun. I hadn't heard of Sundays on Fire before you recommended it, but I like foreign language movies. I think they're a lot of fun, even if I don't always understand everything from a cultural perspective, right? Like, is this normal? Is this not normal? We've had that conversation before. It just kind of mixes in and makes it all the more interesting. I was glad that we went to it, and we invited like a couple other people. Our friend Calvin was able to join. He really liked it. He said he's going to try to bring his girlfriend. So next
that's
time.
amazing. I just feel like it's like this network effect of people. Like, let's get the whole row next time. People that we know. So yeah, we have friends from game night. We have friends from college that came with us. So yeah, it's really exciting, and it's just great to like have brunch and see a mystery film with people and try to figure out like what's next, or what we're gonna see. But I really like Stephen Chow movies. He's, I guess, known stateside for Shaolin Soccer, that came out in the early 2000s. So this is a lot of stuff. This is one of the movies kind of that set the precedent for this kind of hilarious slapstick comedy, kind of goofy film. But one of my favorite films, I really have to recommend to you, Chris, is the God of Cookery. Okay. Oh, it's very funny. And I just thought about that because I was like, wow. I mean, we were just talking on the walk home, we were talking about other Stephen Chow movies, before Shaolin Soccer or the Kung Fu Hustle, and it was like, oh yeah, the God of Cookery. It's so good. It's really funny.
All right, I will have to look that up. I have seen Kung Fu Hustle. I did not see Shaolin Soccer, okay, but I think I saw Kung Fu Hustle just a couple years ago. So not when it came out. I love that. I thought it was great. So fun. So yeah, I was excited that this was kind of a similar feel. Yes. It was surprising to me, like Gong Li is in it, and I didn't recognize her, although I should have. Like after Dax said, like, is that Gong Li? I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because like she has such a distinctive look. Yeah, it was interesting to see her in this sort of environment, because I am used to seeing her in much more somber sort of.
Yeah, wasn't she like a Bond lady? I feel like she was in a Bond film.
It's possible. I will look that up. And
just maybe a couple years after this film. So this maybe a film probably was a catalyst to expose a lot of these actors to the West. Okay. Because there's another actress in there. I don't know her name, but it's really sad because she plays, or they make it seem like, oh, she's the ugly one. And it's like, no, actually she's not the ugly one, but she's been in a number of different comedies in the late 90s, early 2000s, like teen comedies. Oh. She's been in like one or two of them. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I recognize that woman. I don't know her name, but like even in, you know, the Hong Kong cinema, she plays like the quote unquote ugly character. And I'm like, oh, she must be like, she's a terrific actress.
Sure. Well, if you want to show your acting chops, you've got to get a couple comedies in there. And if you have to do that by being the ugly one, like you probably get better comedic lines in the scenes than if you're like the pretty one who's just smiling and over on the side.
Consistent work.
Yeah. Also, I would rather be known as the funny one than the pretty one. I don't know if I'd rather be known as the ugly one than the pretty one, but
right. Yeah. But I mean, hey, so long as the checks cash, I guess. But also like it's interesting because I think this film came out in 93. And if we think about it on the West, it was when physical comedy, like there were a lot of physical comedy with like Jim Carrey. And so the goofiness of the films that, you know, we saw as kids with him as like the movie star of comedy, and it just mirrors that, you know, all throughout. So it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, let's go to our slide.
Yeah, I gave this kind of an average. I thought it was good. The story was great. I thought it was fun.
I was with you. I gave it 2s across the board because I felt like it was okay. Like in terms of all the category differentials, it did a good job. It wasn't like amazing acting or anything. It was very enjoyable. And for Rater's Choice, I gave it a 3 because if you are a fan of this type of movie, I definitely think you would enjoy it. I would recommend it to people. And the overall experience of going to Nitehawk and, you know, having the tableside service and all of that, like, you know, seeing something fun that you didn't plan on, you didn't know what it was going to be, like all of that made it a very enjoyable experience. So I would highly recommend the experience of this. And I hope to go to more in the future.
Yay.
Yay. So, do you have any other thoughts and feelings to share about this movie?
No, I thought The Flirting Scholar is great. I don't know where folks could see it because it's like good luck with that.
Right.
Yeah.
We should review more movies that no one can see.
Just keep it on your radar, see if it's available on Amazon Prime, or maybe I think there is like a special streaming service for martial arts movies, but not necessarily Hong Kong films. So it might be one of those things where you might need to buy a regional DVD to check it out, or wait till your theater Sunday's on Fire or something very similar comes through to get the print and show it.
Right. I will look up before I post this to see if I can find where it's available and put it in the description information.
Cool.
Hopefully
YouTube doesn't yank it down because you're making a recommendation, YouTube.
I know, or I'll have to like, I don't know, write it in a certain way so it doesn't look weird. I don't know. I was very surprised. Hey, we posted that months ago. So I was surprised that just now they realized that, and took it down, but oh well, lesson learned.
Put it on Instagram.
Yes. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Nothing to plug. Looking forward to more summer films. So
for this film, I wanted to plug the New York Asian Film Festival has just extended its dates. So it was previously scheduled for July 15th through the 28th. Now it is July 15th through the 31st. The extra 3 days are going to be at the Asia Society. So the first 2 weeks are at the venue it's always been in, which is Film at Lincoln Center. But the extra 3 days are going to be hosted by the Asia Society. Look for the schedule to come out soon, hopefully. So, well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you.